going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Brock.
Mike.
And I'm Brock, and tonight we continue our trek through Sudden Death 2103 with Manslaughter and Ram.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that picture.
I think it's a downgrade in art,
Yeah.
but special edition card here for Ram. So yeah, we can go ahead and talk about these gentlemen.
Let's
Ram's still a bad guy, I think.
let's start off with Ram, since he's had a quite a career. He retires from me. I think 2102 he is his final year.
Okay. He's only
I'll go.
active one
Well,
more year after this
yeah,
card. He
because I was
gets
gonna
two
say
years out of it.
I'm in 2105 and I'm retiring him this year. I
Okay.
kept him just a little bit longer. That's what happens when you don't follow the storyline.
I wish I had his other card here, the Mike Gustovich art. I think that's one of the best Gustovich drawings is the Ram drawing, I think.
Yeah. Uh, this card did capture one title for me. It captured my Gauntlet title.
Okay.
So the Gauntlet title is that you basically have to fight and keep winning to get to the champion.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So by the time the champion get to, your pins move up, and so there's two guys start, and then the next guy fights another guy, and then you fight the champion.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to be the guy right before the champion.
Okay.
And so Ram won that title, and that's his only title he's won on this.
Hmm.
But he got he lost his a feud and got sent back down to the NGA because he did move up to the GWF, and he lost a Max Shield
Oh, wow.
that sent him back down.
Max Shield is tough. So is Ram, though.
Yeah, 'cause what I did do is I pulled out my book. I'm gonna see if I got Ram is actually listed. So I brought up my ranking systems. Ram is listed fourth in my in for my gauntlet title. So he's listed fourth. So he's lost it, but he's trying to capture it back. I guess that's not too bad.
Looking at his card, he's another Billy Joe Boxer type that would do extremely well in specialty matches because his level two offense. He has turnbuckle trounce two on number one. Two is his into the ropes, three is his into the turnbuckle. Then he's got three straight through level three moves after that.
Yeah, you put him in a torture chamber,
Mm-hmm.
and he's killing you.
Uh-huh. Massacre.
Especially if it's a barbed wire cage match where your pin goes up by one every time you get thrown into it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. He's a beast in those specialty matches just because of his level two offense. Anything that has a special chart for any of the charts, he's dominating.
So one of the things for me for this Ram that sticks out for him for his career, and he captured his first title he captured. He's never was the intergalactic singles because his first card was pretty solid.
It was.
And then him and Battering Ram captured my intergalactic tag, but couldn't dethrone the Gladiators for the heavyweight tag. And
I
then they
wish
both
Badger would have got an update.
yeah. And then they both captured the War Games tag together. So they had an okay tag team. And then he captured the War Games singles, and then the GWF heavyweight. That first card was solid.
Mm-hmm.
Now it was an upset for the GWF heavyweight. Um, and that was a storyline. One of my more interesting storylines was Wolf was supposed to get the title shot, but got beat up and he couldn't. couldn't do it. And so Amazonia went, hey, you know, I want to bring in one of my own,
Send in
another
the big
animal.
guy.
And so um it was supposed to be I think Thantos was a heavyweight champion,
Okay.
and he was fighting, supposed to fight Wolf. Great, matchup, but Wolf got hurt, so Amazonia, finagled a deal and got Ram in there, and Ram upset him.
This is back when the Animen were more human, just had animal features like horns and stuff.
Yeah, that was all changed because of Randy Bugdale.
You couldn't get past how cool it looked.
And Randy didn't understand what he didn't play the game. We just tell him this
Right.
guy's half man, half animal. Okay, animal head.
And that's become the norm ever since.
Yep.
But I guess you got Monolith out there. He looks just like a big dude who I always pictured him having like horse legs or something like that because you never see him other than his face.
But yeah, he's had a solid career for me. He'll probably I I don't know if he'll make the Hall of Fame, but he'll come awfully close to it.
Yeah, he had a long run too. He was there from 2088 to 2104, so pretty good run.
So
Three cards in there.
for me,
Solid tag partner.
he'll have wrestled 17 years, which is a pretty solid career.
Hmm.
The one thing that stands out for me on the card, he injured a total of people for a total of 44 cards. He was a bit of a badass on his.
Yeah, nice.
He was the Anymen gatekeeper for a long time, and then he switched out. And I made a bad guy Anymen team,
Hmm.
and he was predominant in it.
The colonizers. He joined the colonizers with this card with Mandrill and the gang.
Yeah, he was with, if I can remember, it was Wolf, Mandrill, uh, Ram, Zoimong, Zoimong, the Jim Steele's character,
Oh yeah, the giant panda.
and I had my guys of the Predators, Great Panther, and Roar,
Nice.
and they tried to take over the GWF and didn't.
They didn't do it. They couldn't get the job done.
No, but yeah, he's a good character.
Hmm.
Always enjoyed him.
Yeah,
Uh,
him and Badger are two of my favorites for a long time.
that 50-50 finishers hurts him.
Yeah. At least the penalty is only rolling out of the ring. He
Yeah,
has an A ring rating, so it's not going to kill him,
no,
but
instead of
definitely.
hitting a +3 every time.
Hmm.
I know Tom wanted to try something different, but that just killed him.
Hmm.
That took him right from a title contender to a title pretender.
A middle of the road guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ram.
I'm
No
looking
longer
actually.
battering.
I'm
And this
seeing if
is his last card.
yep.
He was on his way out the door.
His last match for me actually, uh in the gauntlet, he lost to he lost to Lance Atlas
Yeah,
in
they're
the, in the
pretty
little
evenly matched, I think.
in the little mini tournament. He lost to Lance.
Lance Atlas.
And there's no shame in that.
No. Did he only have one card too?
Lance Ellis, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I
he gets one later.
Oh, and it's probably the CPC.
No, GWF
Oh,
2121. He gets a special edition in 2108. That art is pretty slick. Oh, we're jumping ahead. We're not there yet.
no. Soon we're gonna get to the parts where we're like, yeah, I
We,
have no
we
parts.
might have to change our format. We might need a guest every week.
Quick, tell us what he did with your Fed.
Yeah. Hey, is this guy cool?
Who is this guy and what does he do?
We do have this guy up next. Manslaughter.
We can bring in the manslaughter or man's laughter.
Man's laughter. Man laughter. Man's laughter.
Man's laughter.
He's a funny guy. He's a comedian. I looked at this all the wrong way. I didn't realize he was the new Mad Jester.
Man's laughter. That's yeah, he's just entering his third year in the GWF for me.
Okay.
He's in the Mass Assassins versus Titans feud.
Hmm.
His first year, he fought Rising Sun and he lost. And then second year, he fought um, Ursa Major and he lost. But
This is the good Ursa Major. The good
yeah,
Ursa Major.
but he's winning in the tag feuds. So he's feuding, Rising Sun and Dragon Master. He's losing in singles matches, but
Hmm.
they're doing well in the tag feuds.
Do
So
you have
that
him
keeps
teaming with Enigma, the assassin
yeah,
greatness?
yeah.
Okay.
And they are, let's see. Oh no, I have him teamed up with Suicide Kid from
Okay.
the NGO, and they're ranked number 5 for the heavyweight title, and he is ranked number 11 for my title. Yeah, so
He's right there.
he's just not doing well enough for the in singles, but he's a surprisingly good tag guy.
Yeah.
Double finisher.
Snap, crack, pop. What is that? A backbreaker across the knee. Makes sense.
No, yeah,
He's a big dude. 6'4",
oh,
290 pounds.
I had him at 6'6", 280, so not too
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah.
Here's something. So I'm looking at, because I got my so Ursa Major fought Manslaughter in a cage.
Okay.
Okay, it was over in a minute and 54 seconds, and then I made a little note. Ursa Major hit 9 straight finishers.
Well, it took a lot to get him, I guess.
So I was kicking out of everything,
That was almost a referee's stoppage there.
but 9 straight finishers, which is, you think about it, absolutely insane.
Hmm.
But
He wanted to kill him?
because I think um, Ursa Major's finisher is a roll up.
Oh, okay.
So he just, oh, pin,
Warm
second,
out,
oh.
warm down. This guy always kind of reminded me of the Juggernaut without a helmet.
I for me, it's a cool pick.
Yeah, I like it.
People, I remember when he first came out, people were like, "That's Splatter's son."
Hmm, I don't see that.
No, but that's what I think people were. That there was a theory going around
Yeah, it could be.
that it's Splatter's son or Splatter's brother or related to Splatter somehow.
Hmm.
But he's not. he's not too bad, but
He goes on to bigger and better things. We
yeah,
won't spoil anything because it's kind of a big deal what he becomes. But yeah,
yeah. I honestly don't know what he becomes.
I'll tell you when we get off the air.
So I'm at the point, we're catching up. I'm in 2105,
Hmm.
but I enjoy using him. Now, some people may be like, oh, I can't believe you use him as a tag guy. He does well as a
He
tag guy.
he has a tag team, a full-time tag team partner this year,
Yeah,
Enigma. He tags with him through 2105. So I feel like everybody had a tag partner though in this era.
I think so.
Like everybody had like you could throw anybody in a tag match then.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, he's on this upcoming card, and he's in a title match in the tournament titles, which is my gauntlet title. I changed it to the tournament title,
Hmm.
and so he's fighting in that. So if he loses, he drops down even more. So he might
Uh-oh.
never.
Never see the light of day.
No, so that's one thing. I do like him. The double finisher is kind of neat. He's as what you'd call him. He's the gatekeeper for me for
Yeah.
the assassins.
Okay. Who all was on that team at this time?
For me, it's the Demons of Hydra, Manslaughter, and Suicide Kid.
So in the official storyline, it's Darkos, Enigma, Manslaughter, and Zwabe. So he might be the top guy in that group.
Well, Darkos isn't wrestling. He's the manager.
Did he still have stats then?
As a manager, uh,
Because he had pretty good. No, he didn't have stats then, I don't think.
no, I think he just retired.
Okay. Good old Darkos. I always liked Darkos. That was one of the more fun characters, I think.
Yeah,
Theatrical.
but so far he's injured 7 people.
Not bad. I mean, you think of the name of like manslaughter, he'd be taking out more than that, though.
Yeah, he's only entering his third year. You got to give him time. He's
He's
got to
got
warm
time.
up.
He's got time to build that body count.
Yeah.
Nice. So how are we power creeping this guy? I mean, I know why we don't do it with Ram. That's his last card. He's on his
Yeah.
way out, but
Um, I might take away one of his downs on level 3.
I'm gonna give him another reversal on level 2 defense.
Oh yeah, he's only got the one, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also got a C rating on ropes. Three of the last four guys we've looked at have had a C rating in ropes with Zouave and Brainstorm last week, and now Manslaughter this week.
That's a
Ram,
killer.
Ram holding out with a B.
That's seeing ropes is a killer.
Ropes comes up a lot.
Yeah.
Comes up a lot.
It's in a choice.
Hmm.
Choice A is ropes.
Yeah.
People get thrown into them because you got to use the charts. So there's
Yeah.
always going to be an into the ropes at some
Hmm.
point.
Yeah.
You can get hurt with it easy.
For sure.
And then,
Yeah.
since we don't have Jeff here, so things are speeding up and we're not being taken on tangents.
We don't have a dramatic reading of the handbook either.
I know.
I
It's
don't know where
actually
my I actually found my handbooks. I can't read though, so that's fine.
I wasn't thinking I got mine in the next room, so I could have
I'll bring mine down for next week just in case. Because I did bring all those ones down. I don't know where they ended up though. all the GWFZ ones last week.
Well, next week we're supposed to have Tom on again.
Okay.
Keeps big timing us.
Well, he wants to make sure Jeff is unavailable, which is
Yeah.
understandable.
It's like the Legends crew when you can't have Chad and um, Matt on at the same time. We can't
I
have we
get it.
can't have Jeff and Tom on at the same time.
I get it. They might be the same person.
Yeah. So Tom's going to come on and hopefully explain the latest set,
Myth Worlds.
Myth Worlds, and where it's going. He hasn't really got a chance to do that outside of the con.
Hmm. Hopefully we can make that work. It's always nice to chat with Tom.
So, but since last week for our Mount Rushmore, we did um, cereals we don't like.
Hmm.
Manslaughter's finisher is Snap, Crackle, and Pop,
Yeah.
which I said is one of the cereals I hate. So we're going to do cereals we really like, our
Hmm.
favorites. Now, we might have done this from before, we can't remember, but we both love breakfast cereals.
Yeah, so it might have changed. I might have discovered something new. Mike might have discovered something new. I did actually discover something new since we did this. I mentioned it last week. I'm going to put it on my list. I guess I'll start then.
Okay, you start.
The Malto Meal knockoff giant 3 pound bag Golden Grams from Walmart. I forget what they're called. Maybe just like sugar grams or something like that. But they're Golden Grams with sugar on them. So putting that on the list. It's a new one. I'm gonna go ahead and put um Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. I don't know if they were on the list before. I have them in the house right now. They're great. Um, Nobody should eat these things for breakfast, but we do. So that's why I'm fat. Actually, I don't actually eat them for breakfast. I hardly ever actually eat breakfast. I had them as this late night snack, which is probably even worse. Um, so the new generic knockoff Walmart Golden Grams. Um, what did I just say? Lucky Charms. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is my goat, my all-time favorite.
That's a good
Uh,
one.
that I mean, it's delicious. Oh wow, it's hard to narrow it down to four. I'm gonna go Honey Nut Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios is very good.
It's a solid choice.
And then for an honorable mention, I will choose Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran is good.
Well, we are so close together for that.
Really?
So my favorites would be one Count Chocula.
Nice.
You got to have a cereal with marshmallows in it. You
Marshmallows are
put
good.
Lucky Charms. I'm taking Count Chocula, and it turns my milk chocolatey.
It does. So does Cocoa
Second,
Puffs, but that doesn't have marshmallows.
second would be Honey Nut Cheerios.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of Honey Nut Cheerios.
I think it's heart healthy too, not as heart healthy as regular Cheerios that we talked about.
And then Raisin Bran. But what I do with my Raisin Bran is I add a teaspoon of sugar on
Yeah,
it.
I've done that. It helps.
Yeah. And
That's
then,
another one that gets soggy fast, but it's good.
yeah, I honestly will let my cereal sit for about 3 or 4 minutes,
Hmm.
get a bit of sogginess because I think it tastes better.
Yeah,
That's what my
sometimes
cereal.
Raisin Bran is one of the ones that soggy is better
Yeah.
because it's a good contrast with the raisins in there then.
And then I'm gonna go with Shreddies.
Okay. Frosted.
No,
Okay.
just regular Shreddies. And again, I'll take a little bit of sugar, put it on top because you know, diabetes. Type 2, I don't have it, but I can see it on the horizon.
I feel like I'm going to become the first person with type 3 diabetes, a new version that I create just by existing.
And then my fourth would be it's a weird cereal. I don't know if you guys have it down there. I think Post makes it up here called Corn Bran.
Doesn't sound familiar.
And it's one of these hard healthy cereals,
Hmm.
but it's actually pretty good. I do pick it up every so often,
Nice.
and that would be mine. And I don't add sugar to that one.
You don't need to.
And I don't add sugar to my Honey Nut Cheerios either.
Oh, then it's not
Just
heart healthy anymore.
just Raisin Bran and Shreddies. I'll put a little bit of sugar on it because I like my breakfast just a little on the sweet side.
Hmm.
You should see me with oatmeal. Oh, I eat oatmeal a lot in the wintertime
Uh-huh.
because in Canada you have that, you know, when it's negative 40 outside, I want a warm breakfast.
Yeah, makes sense.
And so, yeah, brown sugar it is.
Yeah, I can see that. Do you guys have cream of wheat?
Oh, we do, but no
It's,
one,
I used to eat that as a kid, and
I'm
I
not
bought it
75
recently.
years
Like
old, so I don't eat it.
I used to eat it as a kid and loved it, and I got it a few years ago, and I'm like, oh, I used to eat this as a kid. I'm like, this is disgusting.
Same as my wife likes that cereal that's frosted on one side and bland on the other.
Frosted mini wheats?
Yeah, she likes that. And I'm like, oh, same as you'd get those big wheat things. I don't even
Hmm.
think they make that cereal anymore. They'd be like, they come in a pack of two.
It's like ramen
Supposed to add hot
noodles.
water to it as well. Milk. It's like eating straw.
Yeah. Ugh. But
So
yeah, good stuff. I love my cereals in a bag. The value of a bag is bagged cereals. Whenever you have a family of five, the bagged cereal is amazing. It lasts longer than a day.
I imagine so.
Usually 2 or 3 pounds, depending on the type of cereal.
2 or 3 pound bag of cereal.
Hmm.
Jesus,
It doesn't even fit in the Walmart bag.
that's kind of crazy. You
Hmm.
think,
Yeah, it's a lot.
but I've seen those bags.
Yep, they're
We
real.
don't have them in Canada.
You need them. Malto
Uh,
meal.
like I said, when I saw it down there, I so wanted to pick one up. I'm like, it's a big bag of, and I think it was Captain Crunch that I saw, and I'm like,
Yep,
it's a
Captain
giant bag
Crunch
of
comes in
Captain
the big
Crunch.
bag. Not everything comes in the huge bag, but a
Oh,
lot, a lot does.
and I wanted to get it. Oh, that's a cereal I just bought upstairs. Honeycomb. That could go on my list.
Honeycomb's good.
Honeycomb is a solid cereal. See, there's so
Hmm.
many. You're like, oh, that's another one.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I think we could do this one every probably once a year because it'll change.
And then my wife is like, "You're not buying a big thing of Captain Crunch." She goes, "Because you only eat it once a year, and then you eat one bowl and complain that it destroys the roof of your mouth."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Yeah." So, and that's why it was on my worst cereals last week.
yeah. I understand. You gotta let that one. You have to have patience. You have to let it sit for a while. For Halloween last year, they had a green one, a green Captain Crunch that turned the milk green, but the cereal itself was red. It was weird.
And that's the worst when you get to the end of the box, that powdery stuff that comes out at the
Yeah.
bottom
Uh-huh.
that turns like the bottom of your bowl into almost like a cement mixture. That's
Yeah.
horrible. It doesn't dissolve; it just
That's the
sits
only
in the
cereal
bottom.
that I can think that has that too. Like it's weird. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
It's like a weird residue that's left over, and you try and drink it, like, no,
No, turns it all into like a chalky cement mixture.
I'll dump
Horrible.
that.
You gotta
But anyway,
strain your milk.
only Captain Crunch. Yeah, you can't reuse the milk if you want to just get more. With Captain Crunch, it'll just become sludge. Oh
But
my.
we should say goodbye, give our shout out to our friends.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. While you're here, scroll down to our friends who make Filsinger Games related content, including the official Filsinger Games podcast, Roll Up, the Legends team's Uncharted Territory, Dizzy Dice from Lee Longpree. Solo Promoter from Grant Pachoco. Grant's also here on YouTube. Dave Little's Heartland Championship Wrestling here on YouTube. After further review, Brad Plays 81, Bucky 749. Check those YouTube channels out. I'm back on Twitch here and there, mainly Sundays for Champions of the Galaxy, but I still try to stream Tuesdays and Fridays as well, all at 9 p.m. Eastern. Swing by and say hello. I'm always doing card giveaways and things like that. Yeah, check that out. And looks like Mike's about to show something off here.
Yeah, I built a droidka,
Ooh,
and what this one does, it can curl up into a ball.
I was gonna say, does it transform?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I've never done it yet, and I don't want to.
Don't break it.
It's kind of a neat little build.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any Lego stuff lately.
I got a I got a Commander Cody from my daughter, so I'm gonna be building that in the next probably couple weeks.
The helmet,
Yeah,
cool.
we go with the helmet collection that's right up there.
Yeah, you need to get the red Stormtrooper from Target.
Yeah, we don't have that up here.
I'll have to see if it's still available.
We don't even have a Target up here,
You need
or as we
Target.
call it, or as we call it, Target.
Oh yeah, because it's bougie.
Yeah, you got to make it sound bougie.
Or
Where are you shopping?
demure. Demure is the word now.
Where are you shopping? Target. Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
You like to go to Target?
Yeah, we enjoy Target.
Yeah, they closed them all down because they didn't know how to run them up here.
At least you guys sell Toys R Us.
We do.
I
Not
would
many of
trade.
them.
I would trade Target for Toys R Us, especially now that I have kids.
I haven't been to a Toys R Us in a while because it's just kind of weird when you go in when you're a fully grown adult with no kid.
No, it isn't. Yeah, my Toys R Us closed like a month before Hope was born, so none of my kids ever got to be a Toys R Us kid.
Uh,
Bummer. And on that sad note, we'll we'll send you guys away. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you next
good night,
time.
all.